And we are continuing our coverage now of our winter weather event here with snow reporter Jim Stratman and Metro Public Works.
So Jim, you were a victim of somewhat what's been happening to the Teslas out there. The cold zapped the battery in your microphone. Glad to have you back because you've got some great information coming out of Metro Public Works.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. It's just the hazards of the job when it gets to be this cold. Sometimes you run into some technical difficulties, but it's not stopping the crews out here at Metro Public Works. You can see them filling up with more and more salt so these crews can get back out on the roads and try to keep them in good condition. Let's go ahead and take a look at the roads map right now. At last check, lots of green on that map, which means that a lot of the roads here in the Metro have been salted, which is a very good thing. It's going to help out driving conditions a lot. If we are seeing some red, a lot of it still, most of that red is still out over on the eastern part of Jefferson County. Something we'll continue to watch. But I'm joined right now by Barry Clyde, and he is really the man who's making the calls out here for the snow team. And Barry, you just told me before we actually started this interview, we're switching over from just salt to adding some of that calcium as well to try to help with the road condition.
Yes, that is correct. We're about to wrap up our first round of salt treatment. With the temperatures going to be dropping in probably the next couple hours, on our second round, we're going to go ahead and add the calcium to give it a little more kick to hopefully continue the melting of the snow.
Yeah, and that's something to mention because some people may know it, some people may not. When it gets to be a certain level of cold, the salt that we see right behind us, that doesn't necessarily have as much of an effect.
That is exactly true. That's why we have the additional item that we have, which is the calcium. We typically add that about 25 degrees, and it'll take it down to about 0, but as the temperature gets colder, both those do have less effect, and it will take longer to melt the snow away.
Yeah. When do you actually make that call to go ahead and switch?
Well, I was monitoring the weather, and I kind of get an idea of when I believe the temperature is going to start to fall. And I believe that once we get this salt on the ground, that the temperature is going to fall below that 25 degrees. So I want to go ahead and have that salt and that calcium in place.
Lots of planning going into it. Thank you very much, Barry. Grace, Eric, something that you're going to need to keep in mind if you're heading back out on the roadways this morning. Obviously, if you don't have to get out there, try to stay home. But if you do, take it slow. Be cautious because there's still going to be a lot of slick spots out there really throughout the day.
On social media at a number of different police departments around Kentuckiana, and they're saying the exact same thing. If you don't have to get out this morning, don't. If you do, be sure to use caution. One thing you can do is download the WHAS 11 app right now. That way you can have the latest traffic updates sent directly to your phone as they happen.
All right.